Namaste. Today in this video, we will see how palm lines can be used along with gochar of slow moving graha. Slow moving graha meaning Saturn, Ketu, and Jupiter. Now, as you know, thousands of people will have the same chart. Many thousands would have the same graha placements, lagna. So, would the gochar be same for all of them? Would the effect of gochar or the results of gochar of the slow moving graha would they be same? Not necessarily. Now, how do we actually look at these palms and charts together? Now, this case is that of a native who is suffering from cancer. So, the task before me was to first spot the correct age when the breast cancer started to spread or was diagnosed. Roughly, you see, you have to first get things mapped in the palm, whether the palm and the chart are actually in resonance with each other, are the frequencies matching or not. So what I did was I used Nadi Palmistry techniques as per Bhrigu Nadi and Bhrigu Nadi, and Sri R.G. Rao's techniques, which we all know are really impressive when it comes to Nadi Palmistry. I don't use Bhrigu Nadi for Rashi chart analysis because I feel that Bhrigu Nadi works better on charts, whereas Rauser's techniques work very well with the palm analysis and palm lines, especially in timing the events. Really impressive it is. And I did not do much. I just used the techniques, and the person has given her judgment. You can see that. So there's nothing great about it. Anybody who learns Nadi astropalmistry can predict it. I'm just showing you why you should be learning Nadi astropalmistry. It is very effective. People might say many things that palmistry is bogus, palmistry is not accurate, palmistry is not it does not give accuracy in timing. For them, my message is very clear. Please learn it, please apply it, and then tell me, because it is very effective. Now, coming to the point, this particular person's chart also is reflecting the same things. You can see that here. See, this is the actual palm. Okay, now I have marked the timing, which is the age 32. I have marked it in the palm for the study purposes, so you can have a look at it. See here, this is the Shani Rekha. This is the Shani Rekha which I have marked here. This one, okay, and this is the Kuja Rekha. But what is important is you will see that there is a fusion. That means it gets fused. Fused means it has a dot here, which you should observe. In astropalmistry, you have to be very clear with these things. You have to watch the color of the lines, you have to watch the thickness of the lines, you have to watch the signs and symbols on the line. So anybody who gives you a picture of his or her palm, you cannot just start predicting. It is very difficult. It is very difficult. Sometimes you have to go deep into the palm to see the difference in the thickness, the difference in the color, and then try to come at then that to arrive at a judgment where, okay, this seems not good, or this seems good, etc., and then you have to correspond it with the chart placements. Now here you can see that it is fused and there is a dot here which is not good. Okay, so and Shani Rekha and Kuja Rekha are fused here with a dot, and the color is also completely different. It's very dark. So darkening of the lines and the dot are not at all good. So I was pretty sure that at 32.5 things have worsened. Maybe before that it would have started a little bit, but 32.5 certainly seems to be the age when things would have worsened. Okay, let us go into the chart now. This is the chart. Now you can see that the person, as she has mentioned, 2020 July. Let's look at the gochar at that particular time. The Jupiter is Vakri, of course, and Ketu is always Vakri. So Jupiter is Vakri and Ketu is Vakri, and they are both these graha are placed on Saturn and Mars. Natal Saturn and natal Mars are placed in Dhanu Rashi, which is Lagna also in this case. So even more dangerous. Okay, so both these graha are on Dhanu Rashi or Dhanu Lagna, and Saturn and Mars are together in this. Many charts would have the same placements, so all of them will not get cancer. Okay, so why, or all of them may not be affected in a bad way. Some of them might in fact get labh. They might get job, or job related to engineering. They might get even promotion related to engineering jobs or something else. They might have some gains or something else related to property, or some of them might also have accidents. You never know. It all depends on the intensity of the graha and their components in the palm. Here, this is certainly not good. And the color of the palm also. There are other things which I am not discussing here, but in this case, I just wanted to quickly show you why 32.5. So at this age, you can see that the Gochar Jupiter and the Gochar Ketu are on Shani and on Mars natal. Okay, at the same time you can see that the Gochar Shani is Vakri at exactly at that point. Therefore, it is dropping some of its effect or aspect on the Dhanu Rashi, where these two graha, mighty graha, are placed. My feeling is that problems would have started earlier, because when the Shani was here, but they were not detected. Detection happened when these two graha, or the worsening, the situation worsened when Jupiter and Ketu started acting on them, and Shani started dropping its 12th aspect on it. So all these three things together would have triggered it. That is astrological reasoning. But when you have such things in Gochar, and when you see some negative markings in the palm, you can be pretty sure that there is something bad gonna happen. Okay, and that was the reason why I predicted, yes, there are some signs here. Those who have learned astropalmistry will be able to say, yes, the Shani has issues here. But that is not the topic for discussion here. Let us see what the chart also says. The chart also seems to somehow, give an indication that this particular enigmatic, dasha, Venus Saturn, Saturn Venus, as per Uttar Kalamitra, so that also seems to be, seems to be acting here, and seems to be right, seems to be correct. The fourth lord is Jupiter. The Lagnesh is Jupiter. The Jupiter is placed with the sixth lord in fifth. Fourth has got Saturn and Moon, Sun and Moon, and fifth. So the chest, or that area, stomach and chest area seems to be affected for sure. That's something we can do post-mortem on, of course, but initially one cannot really go into it straight away. But what I'm trying to say here is that this is what is evident from the chart. But what is important is I've seen many people doing analysis. They completely missed out this part, which is kind of sad. I don't know why they completely missed out the role of Ketu in ninth house. Because it directly affects the trikon. None of them, I've seen the analysis, nobody, they use avayogi, yogi, and all these things. But well, simple, keep it simple. You can see the effect of Ketu here. Very clearly you can see the effect of Ketu. The effect of Ketu is visible here. So when you look at the palm and when you look at the chart, you should be able to say the main culprit here. You don't need to go too much deeper into analysis of nakshatras and all that. You can just check the palm and tell from the Lagna chart or Rashi chart who could be the graha that is damaging. Because Ketu, when it transgressed or ingressed into this area, it started giving trouble. it started giving trouble. Absolutely, because Shani remains there for 2.5 years, nothing happened much. Jupiter is of course the jiva, so it gives, sheds its energy, and then it activates that particular rashi or that particular zone. And but that doesn't mean that it will always give bad effects. The Ketu here, when it entered, when it ingressed, it combined with Jupiter, and then it started giving, because Deha Karak Mars was also there. So Ketu and Mars, when they, this is natal of course, and the Ketu was Gochar. So obviously, you should be able to give that prediction. And look what happened. In Ketu Antardasha, again, the person has got cancer second time. So basically, the Ketu here is not well placed, absolutely not well placed. Venus is sixth lord for sure. Now the dasha of course is sun, and Ketu is placed in sun's rashi. So that is another thing. Moon is the eighth lord, so Ashtama dosh doesn't apply to moon. So moon also is eighth lord with the sun, who is the dasha lord right now. So that also is not good. So I've given her a prediction that by the time she is 48 years old, she has to be extremely careful about her health, because there are some negative indications here between 48 and 49. Although from this time, that is from 39, there would be some event at the age of 39 as per palm, and then from 39 to 48 things will be okay, but she has to be very careful, because everything looks good, but internally something is happening. And at the age of 48, I have given her sufficient warning that she should, the native should be very careful, especially between 48 and 49. Not a good period, critical period. So again, something needs to be taken care of. Thank you very much.